Shivoham and welcome. Yoga Narsiman, Roop, Bridget, Kaumudi, Shivoham, Samita, Girish, Avinash, Ashok Mohan, welcome to the call. Shivoham, Gautam, Ashok Chotwani, I'm still to see you, GVK Raju, and the rest of you who have joined the call without the video. Today, the question that has been asked to me is this. I hope you have read the question. It is, what does it mean to truly know God and to truly feel God? What does it mean to truly know God and to truly feel God? Anybody would like to try? What does it mean to truly know God, to truly feel God? Shivoham, Ashok.
Yeah. Sir, we know God when we see God in everyone, in every human being, in every birds, in every animal's trees, and realize we all are manifestation of one God, sir. Further, when we self-realize that we are divine soul, then we truly feel God, sir.
Okay, but this you are just telling for the sake of telling, or you're telling from within?
No, from within, sir. Since a long time we are on Zoom call, sir.
So when you say that, explain to me now, Ashok, since you're saying you're telling from within, please explain to me, what does it mean? Tell me now, don't read, tell me from your, talk to me. What does it mean to truly know God? Tell me, Ashok, what does it mean to truly know God?
So, everyone we see, everyone we meet, we see he is God, sir, or everyone is God. We don't feel different, sir.
Very good. So how often do you feel this? Is it on a day-to-day basis you're practicing
now,
this?
Yeah. Nowadays I am seeing, sir.
Shivoham, very good. Girish, is it? Girish, yes, Girish. What does it mean to truly know God and to truly feel God?
God is the source of all sources. When we look at the name and forms in this world, we should feel about the source. My source, your source, and all others' source is God. So we need to look at the source. Even though bodily we are different, this should happen with all the living and non-living items, and we should feel God.
Okay, good. So on a day-to-day basis, what happens, Girish, for you? What do you personally experience on a day-to-day basis?
I try to see the source.
Okay.
Not the appearance. Even though on the glaring to the eye and to sometimes to the mind is the name and form only. But when I start watching the thoughts, I can relate to the source.
Okay, good. Because what happens, thank you for explaining very clearly, because the mind will always still talk about the name and the form. The mind will take you to the name and the form. But unless, like you said, unless you reach that state of consciousness, which you said, when you observe the mind, which is nothing but chitta, when you are in that state of consciousness, then you reach that state of feeling God. Okay. Who else would like to speak? Thank you, Girish.
Guruji, pranam. Pranam,
Yes,
Guruji.
Kiran Shivoham, bolo.
Guruji, we all are a part of the same divine God, divine power. And each one is having the same power. When जब मैं तुम में मिल गई या तुम मुझ में मिल गए, जब वो डिफरेंस खत्म हो जाता है, हम भगवान में मिलने की कोशिश करते हैं और हम एक दूसरे में मिल जाते हैं. That is the state when we feel God in us and outside us.
So give me some practical experience or practical, what happens in your life when you feel God or you know God? What happens?
We see God around us. The feel Satyam Shivam Sundaram in every flower, tree, and people animals, we see God, same God in everyone.
Then why
And
do
we
you wish?
try to love them equally.
Then why do you wish Dhanteras?
Because it is a festival.
So, so what is this festival about, and why do you wish?
As people wish Diwali, same is the case.
Okay, I just took it in a lighter vein. Okay, so the point is yes, my idea is to try to get you to the level of God realization. It's not easy, and when it happens, it happens. When it happens, then there is nothing for us to do because it happens. Next is Sudeep. Sudeep Bhargava, please. Sudeep Bhargava.
Yeah, Shivam sir.
Shivam Sudeep.
So the first thing that I have understood about God is that God is definitely not in form of a shape or any form, and he's much beyond that shape and form. So that's the first thing. So we should not be looking for him in a statue or a mandir only. And I don't remember the name of the Upanishad, but two very beautiful lines which I had read there. One, that if somebody says that he has understood God, he has not understood God. And if the person says he has not understood God, he is in the path of understanding God, because God is something which is beyond our comprehension. And the second line was in the same Upanishad was that God is not what the eyes will see, it's what makes the eye see. So he is, for me, he is in the form of energy on the consciousness which is driving the entire world, including me as well. And
So what happens when you are praying? Suppose you are praying to Lord Shiva. So now you stop praying to Lord Shiva, or what do you do when you are praying to Lord Shiva?
So for me, yeah, coming to the temple is still very important. I cannot stay away from the mandir too long. But yeah, now I know that the real Shiva is always around me. I should not necessarily be there in the mandir to connect with Shiva. I can connect with him sitting on this seat itself. Because as the consciousness, he's around me. It's like somebody having a power bank with him. So he knows that he doesn't have to be near that AC power source to charge his mobile. He can charge his mobile even on the go because he has got a power bank with him. So my Shiva is like a power bank for me. He's always there with me. And whenever I feel getting discharged, I can charge myself with him.
Okay. Thank you, Sudeep. Good analogy. Avinash and then Atmatray. Avinash, please.
Yes. So, sir, for me, like to know God is living in the moment. So that means karshuk, you said, like karshuk in every moment, be in the gratitude in every moment. I am not able to understand these laws of karma and laws of universal laws. But one thing that I can understand is that everything happening with me right now is the best and perfect for me. That is what I think knowing the God. Yeah.
How is everything happening the best for you, knowing God? What is the connection?
That is what God is, means everything. Yeah, what is connection?
But Avinash, what is happening to you is God, or what is happening to you is karma? What is happening to you? Of course, karma is God is a different matter. But what is happening to you? Is some God sitting somewhere controlling what's happening to you, or is it the universal law of karma that's unfolding?
So it's God. That's what I am realizing. Like, if
so who is this God? Where is this God? Who is this God, and where is this God controlling everything that's happening?
No, it's just that means being in the awareness that everything happening right now is perfect and best for me. And
what it says right, because that is to accept the God's divine law of karma. That is how God has created a law, and when we surrender to that law, then we accept God. We accept God and His universal laws. Okay. But the point is, I'll come back to you. How do we experience the presence of God all the time? I'll come back to you on this. Let me check.
Okay, sure.
Atmatray, thank you, Avinash. Atmatray.
Shivam, sir.
Sir, sure, please.
Sir, when I say thanks to Prabhu, so then I feel God is in out, inner and out, in out, यानी अंदर और बाहर दोनों फील होता है. But when I say हे राम कृष्ण, So I feel God in a murti, and I am different. It is a something lower level. That's why today, nowadays, I am calling God as a Prabhu. That's
not-
why I feel.
Means you're calling God as Prabhu and you're not looking at the Murti.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Very good. Very good. Very good.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So I will go from where Atmatray stopped, and then some of you still want to speak, but I'll come back to you. I don't want to lose the plot. How do you feel, God, when you need a murti to pray? That is the first level of prayer. You see, you need a murti, you need a temple, you need a church, you need a gurudwara, you need an institute to pray. That means without that institute, you cannot pray. Even in your house, you need some people, they wear a locket in the chain. Some people wear in the anguti, they wear Balaji, or they wear Krishna or they wear Jesus on the ring, right? Cross. It is okay. It is okay in a beginning stage to pray to a God with a name and form. It can be on a statue, a picture, a locket, a ring. But my dear friends, if you want to realize God, you need to experience the divine presence everywhere all the time. It has to become a natural phenomena. This is to truly know God. You can't find God. God is not a product. God is not a person that you can find. And when you want to feel God, this is called realization. You experience God. When do you experience God? Suppose you look at the sky. I was in the Maldives, and actually I saw the sky scattered with millions of clouds, small pieces, just small pieces. The clouds got scattered in the sky. I don't know, I took a video. And what came to me was the experience of God. So do you experience God? If I come out of my office, I don't know if you can see, these are beautiful flowers. And for me, every time I'm able to zoom it in. That's the beauty of in Zoom. In WhatsApp you can't do it. But
yes, very nice.
So these you see here, every flower that you can see behind me is God. I don't have to make an effort. I don't have to make an effort. For me, I just tried and it worked. So I don't have to make an effort to experience God. I just feel God. And this is where you need to reach that level. Suppose somebody is misbehaving with you. What do? Somebody is talking bad. Somebody is giving gali. They're giving bad words. They have a bad attitude. What do? For a moment, any normal person will react, saying, "How dare you behave like this?" But when you react, and when you are in the presence of God and you realize he may be appearing as this person, but in reality, this is also God. So you don't react. You don't try to respond in a bad way. Because everything is a manifestation of God. Everything. This is what it means to truly know God, to truly feel God. Everything, my dear friends, everything around you is God. This is what is called God realization. And this is our goal. Our goal is to reach that state where we don't need a statue. Some people, they go to level number 2. You know, Atmatray, what is level number 2? You know that, Atmatray?
Sagun Bhakti.
No, you said level number 1. You said I'm low. That Murti level is the lower level. Correct?
Yeah.
What is level number 2? You know that? Have I told you? You
No.
don't need a Murti. You don't need a Murti.
Nirgun, Nirakara Bhakti.
No. No. In level number 2, Ashok Chotwani, what is level number 2, Ashok Chotwani? You know it? Level number 1, you need a Murti. In level number 1. Clear? Sudeep, level number 2. Sudeep, what is level number 2, Sudeep? Level-
Consciousness, sir.
Level number 2 is you. Somebody saying something?
Consciousness, someone said.
Level number 2 is you don't need a murti, but you need a mantra.
I see.
In level number 2, you don't need anything, but you just need to say Shivoham, Shivoham, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Sanjay Das probably at level number 2. Sanjay Das, Sanjay Das,
Yes.
do you use
Yes.
the murti Sanjay Das, or do you use the mantra?
Sir, we have got a scroll, we don't need, as you earlier told, a scroll has been given to us.
So you repeat,
It is
you
a-
chant it.
Yes, we are chanting Namya or Engekyo.
Okay. So in that you don't even need the scroll because you know it. It is
Yeah,
there
we
in
don't
your
need.
consciousness. But
Yes.
what is level 3, my dear friends? Level 1 is
Yes.
level 1 is a murti. Level 2 is a mantra. What is level 3?
सब में ईश्वर देखना.
Level
God is
3, level 3
everyone.
Atmatraya. You don't need murti. You don't need mantra.
Yeah.
You need nothing.
You realize.
You need nothing.
Yes.
You are in the ever presence of the divine.
Oh.
This is the goal.
Mhm.
This is the goal, to be in the state of Sat Chit Anand. To be in the
Very
state of Chit, to be in the state of Shivoham, to be in that state of God realization, to be in that state where you don't have any fear.
Yeah.
Everything is Leela. What is there to fear?
Mhm.
Prabhu, I am ready to come now. You want to call me now? I am ready. Huh? Somebody
Okay.
will tell Prabhu, 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 please, please, please. Kya hua? Kya hua? 2 days, Prabhu. Deepavali, Prabhu. Please give me 2 days, Prabhu. Deepavali. After Deepavali, Prabhu, you call me. Yes or no? Many
Yeah.
people are saying, Prabhu, Deepavali, go. Please wait for Deepavali. Kuch bhi should not go wrong in Deepavali. Okay, my dear friends. So today I am just leaving this thought with you. What does it mean to truly know God and to truly feel God? Not to need a statue, Atmatraya, you're right. Not even to need a mantra. To be in that state, and you don't even need silence. You can be in the middle of an amusement park, but feel God.
Sarji,
You
can
can
I
be-
try one point?
Yes, please.
Shivam, Sarji,
Shivam, bolo.
we can feel God by the presence of the air, the wind that blows, and the air, the oxygen what we breathe is always there. Without that, we cannot survive.
So that is the consciousness. That is your way of, everybody will have their own way of experiencing, Ashok. You may feel God in the air. Some people, but then the mind will go somewhere. When you're doing that, suddenly the mind will say, वो क्या हुआ जो आज हमने पिस्ताचियो भेजा सबको, पिस्ताचियो पहुंचा कि नहीं पहुंचा, कितने लोग को पहुंचा, किसको मिला नहीं मिला, वो खुश हुआ कि नहीं हुआ, क्वालिटी कैसा था. The mind will not stop thinking, Ashok.
Yes, Sarji, without oxygen, without air, we cannot live. Without, there'll be no life.
Yeah, I'm talking about you. You are not even bothered about the air. You live a life of surrender.
Surrender.
You live in a complete surrender. You're not even worried about the air. Who makes you breathe? Ashok Nichani. Are you breathing because of you?
No, Sarji, divine power, divine energy.
You are not breathing with any effort, dear Ashok. This
Yes,
is the realization you need. Hey Prabhu, कि मैं क्या करता हूँ? मैं तो कुछ भी नहीं करता, प्रभु सब कुछ
I'm
तो.
zero.
Okay, questions please. Over to you all. Next questions. Somebody was pending, you said?
Ashok Mohan.
Ashok Mohan, you wanted to say something, Ashok Mohan. And then live
no, sir,
questions,
actually,
please.
but what I actually try to say is that when we what does it mean to experience God? Means when we try to know something, or when we love like when we love our mother more, we tend to feel a less distance between me ourselves and the person which we are loving. So if we try to experience God more and more, I think it's the distance between us and the God is very lowering.
Yeah. So it's good.
So,
It's a good. It's a good in the initial stages, and this is
Yeah.
a stage. It's called mumukshutva. Mumukshutva
Okay.
means a deep yearning for God. Oh God,
Okay.
I seek you and nothing else. I love you and nothing else. But when that mumukshutva, when that yearning becomes enlightenment, when you experience God is the very heart that is beating inside you, when you feel the presence. Ashok said air. You don't have to feel. Ashok Nichani said air. The heart that is beating is God. Thak, thak,
Yeah.
thak, thak is God. When you start feeling the presence of God all the time, then you realize God. God is everywhere. God is in everything. Nothing else exists. Everything is God.
Okay.
Okay. So in Deepavali, I don't know how many of you, in Deepavali times when I was a child, Sanjay Das said in Pune it still happens a lot. They used to make sugar mithai. They used to make sweets out of sugar, yellow, blue, green, red in a push cart, and they used to sell in different
Yes.
shapes, in swan and in fruits and gods. Do they still do it nowadays, or they
Yeah,
stopped
yeah.
doing
The
it?
tradition is still on.
Sudhir, they
It
still do
isn't
it, Sudhir, or
available
they
in the
don't do it?
city, Pune city,
Okay.
city side.
So but the man who is a mithai wala, the sweet man knows all the sweets are the same sugar. It's all made out of sugar. It may appear different, but everything, the cause is one. The effects may be many. You all may, you may say, I am Bridget, I am Raju, I am Kiran, I am Nichani. No, for me, you are not Nichani and Katuria. You are all same. You are all the same mithai. You are all the mithai of one God. You are all one Shiva. For me, I see you, whether you say you are Shiva or Nataraja, for me it is the same. Mahadeva or Bholenath, it is no difference. It is one and the same. Okay, next question. Live questions, please. We have 10 minutes to go. Live questions.
Sir, I have one to discuss.
Yes, Gordon.
Sir, for me, realizing God is not showing ego, not showing anger, and showing love. That is, I realize that is God. And when we close our eyes, there will be nothing. It is blank. That is awareness. So having awareness is God. So which level am I in, sir?
So you have got the knowledge of it. Govardhan, you are very good in having what you are saying is absolutely correct. What you are saying, you said having awareness is God. When I have God, when I realize God, there will be no anger, there will be no ego. What you are saying, knowledge is absolutely correct, Govardhan.
Yes, sir.
But when this knowledge crystallizes into realization, then
Yes, sir.
it will become your experience. All this will happen in your life.
Yes,
You
sir.
will no more be angry. You will no more have ego. You will no more be having fear. You will live in that ever state of ananda. That is the goal, Govardhan. We have
Yes,
to
sir.
reach that state of overcoming fear. What you have got is the knowledge. I hope you're understanding what I'm saying. You have the knowledge of the realization.
Yes, sir.
I want to tell all of you one small interesting thing. Huh? All of you, please pay attention. When I told my guru certain things many years back, my guru told me, you have got the knowledge of the realization, but you don't have the realization. So I told my guru, Dada, what do you mean? What do you mean that you have got the knowledge, but you don't have the realization? Then Dada told me, when you get the realization, you will understand. So I told him, no, but what do you mean? I have got the knowledge means I have got the realization. He said, no, you have got the knowledge, but you don't have the realization. This is my own guru telling me. And I was just I went crazy. I told, what do you mean, Dada? I have got the knowledge, means I have got the realization. He told me, no, you have got the knowledge, but you don't have the realization. This happened about 2 years before I realized many truths about life. So when you are in that state, Govardhan, you may not understand, but just try to keep on. You have the
Yes, sir.
knowledge. The knowledge has to crystallize into realization. When you have the realization, you will experience all these things.
How many years it would take, sir, to crystallize?
It may take years or months or weeks or days or minutes. That depends on the divine grace, the grace of God, the guidance of a guru, and the effort of the seeker. You need 3 things.
Okay, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
The grace of God, the guidance of the guru, and
Effect of the seeker.
the growth of the seeker. So
Growth
all
of-
3 G's. You need 3 G's. I'm giving you all a new 3G. I know they're talking about 4G and 5G, but I'm giving you 3G. What is first G? The growth of the seeker, the guidance of the guru, and the grace of God. 3 G's are required to reach the 4th G. 4 G is God realization.
Sir, tell me one time.
You need growth of the seeker. The seeker must grow.
Yes, sir.
Second, you need the guidance of a guru.
Yes, sir.
Third, you need the grace of God.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
And you will reach God realization after you reach self-realization. Self-realization is on the path of God realization. Some people don't know. You cannot achieve God realization till you reach self-realization. And people who don't understand this must stop. And they must believe that you need to have, it's just like saying without petrol in the car, you cannot drive. Some people say, why? Why I cannot drive? Car is there, motor is there. No, you need petrol. No, without petrol, I will drive. No, you cannot drive. No, I can drive. Okay, try to drive and see. You will come to know the answer. Next question, please.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Shivam, sir.
Shivam, Atmadray.
Sir, I have read, I love you because I am you. It is right?
I also love you because you are me. You and me are one. So we are
Yeah.
one soul. Right?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
when you love me, actually you love yourself. And when I love you, actually I love myself.
Yes.
You understand?
Ha.
And when you love me and I love you, then we love everybody in this call because everybody is you and me. There is no
Correct.
difference.
Right.
That is the reality.
Hmm.
And when we understand this reality, we reach that state of Ananda.
Oh. Yes,
Correct? No?
very nice.
But when
Yes,
we don't,
yes.
but when we don't realize the Atmatraya, only when we have the knowledge, we are still struggling. Then we are struggling
Yeah. Hmm.
because the mind will start asking, how can I love that fellow? It looks like a pig. How can I love that fellow?
Hmm.
Immediately, that is not Advaita. Advaita means non-duality. Non-duality means in Upanishads and Vedanta,
Uh-huh.
there are 3 schools of thought. One I think is called Ramanujacharya. One is Madhavacharya and Shankaracharya. There are 3 schools of thought. One
Okay.
is called non-duality. One is called duality, and the third is called, I'm forgetting. It is some other
Okay.
some. So there are 3 schools of thought. So in one school of thought, you keep on saying, "Oh Lord, I am your bhakta, I am your bhakta, I am your bhakta, I am your bhakta." This is duality. In
Yeah.
this duality, it's very difficult to realize God. Very difficult to realize God.
Hmm.
Because you are
Separation.
separating yourself from God and you are not got into the truth. God is you. When the moment you are separating from God means you're bringing the ego, your I comes in the picture. When I
Yes.
comes in the picture, ego comes, you cannot realize God.
Hmm.
So unless you let go of the ego, you cannot find God. Oh Lord,
Yes.
I am nothing. Oh Lord, I am nothing. You are everything. मैं क्या हूँ कुछ भी नहीं, सब कुछ तुम ही हो प्रभु, तुम बिन मैं क्या कुछ भी ना. This is how you have to have the attitude. Next question. We have last few minutes. Anybody wants to ask any question before we close? Which is bigger, karma or dharma? This is a question posed to me by Sindhu. Which is bigger, karma or dharma? Karma is a law. Karma, everything in this world happens for karma. Life is karma. What is happening is karma. I am talking to you is karma. You are listening is karma. Everything is karma. And dharma is our duty as a jiva. As a jiva, we have the duty to be liberated, to be enlightened. But more important than karma and dharma is moksha. Therefore, not karma and not dharma and not artha. That's why they say the four purusharthas, the four purpose of life is what? Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. So the four purusharthas, in the four purushartha means the four purpose of human life. The ultimate is moksha. My dear friends, I hope tomorrow we will talk from Nitya. Tomorrow I hope we will talk on the term Apo Dipo Bhava. You know the meaning of Apo Dipo Bhava? Sanjay Das, you don't know? This is told by the Buddha. It is Buddhist. Apo Dipo Bhava means light your own light. Be enlightened with your own light. In today's world, we are celebrating Deepavali. All of you are busy Deepavali, Deepavali, Deepavali. New clothes. Many of you are buying new clothes. Many of you are buying new mithais and new dry fruits and new flowers, and you are decorating. Now, Bridget, you know Deepavali is like Christmas here. In India, Deepavali is bigger than Christmas. It's the biggest festival in India.
So silver and gold.
Huh?
Silver and gold.
Silver and gold. Who's this? Ashok Nichani is buying silver and gold today.
Dhanteras today.
Today you bought Ashok. You went and bought silver and gold today.
I bought on Deepam, silver Deepam.
See, you bought. Very good. Kiran Katuria, what did you buy today in the Dhanteras? Kiran Katuria, what did you buy? Nothing. She's waiting to unmute. You don't know to unmute. Somebody has to help you to unmute. Okay, no problem.
Guruji, no silver, no gold.
So you are one step beyond Ashok. Ashok is still buying silver Deepam. So as long as we are caught in this festival of light in Deepavali, we will not be able to reach what Buddha said, Apo Dipo Bhava. Light your own light and make your life bright. Light your own light and make your life bright. My dear friends, what is Deepavali? Everybody, I think Deepavali is tomorrow, today, Dhanteras, then tomorrow and Thursday and Friday. Correct? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. People will even celebrate even Saturday, Sunday, because people like to celebrate festivals in India. But the point is that what is Deepavali? You light a lamp. You celebrate. You say it is Rama's return to Ayodhya after Vijay Dashmi, and so many stories and so many mythological tales. But really, Deepavali, some people are doing Deepavali as Lakshmi Puja. That happens, I think, Friday or Saturday. I don't know how many of you will do Lakshmi Puja. So the point, my dear friends, why are we doing? What are we doing? Why Deepavali? What is the purpose of Deepavali? What is the meaning of Deepavali? Just because millions of people are celebrating Deepavali, are you also going to celebrate? Why are you celebrating? What is the relevance of it? How will it help you? By lighting a lamp, is it going to make any difference? What puja you're doing on Deepavali? Many people for Deepavali, the new year, they open new books of accounts. I don't know how many of you, when I was running a retail shop, Gautam, आपके लिए books of new year है, Gautam, आपके लिए Deepavali?
No है, no.
आपके family के लिए नहीं है, नया new year नहीं है?
For family के लिए है, मेरे लिए नहीं. It's really new year.
Gautam says मेरे family के लिए new year है, लेकिन मेरे लिए new year नहीं है. So Gautam also has moved many steps ahead. My dear friends, on this call, every day, We are celebrating Deepavali every day. Atmatray, our Deepavali is not once in a year. People are bringing light into their life once in a year. We are lighting lamp every day. Ashok Chotwani, every day is a Deepavali. Every day we are lighting a Deepa. Kumar Swami, you agree or not? Every day we are switch. Apo Deepo Bhava. Apo Deepo Bhava means every day you have to light your own lamp. I may give you some words. I may light a lamp. It will not light in your life. Veena, with my lamp, will your life get light? My lamp will not give light in your life. So if you want light, Samita, if you want light, what you must do? Apo Deepo Bhava. You have to light your own light in your life. When you do that, Rajendra, all the darkness in this world is illusory. We are thinking this darkness is real. As long as we live with the darkness being real, we will always have problems. We must learn to surrender. Do your best. God will do the rest. We are not able to do that. We are unable because we are not leaving the problem in God's hands and doing our best. We have to continue doing our best, not give to God's hand and keep quiet. No. So with that note, I hope that tomorrow, day after tomorrow, we should talk a little bit more on Deepavali, on Apo Deepo Bhava, on the relevance of the festivals. God willing, we will take up these in the Ask Care session tomorrow. With folded hands, I bow down to you. Shivoham, Shivoham.